They
men
cheat
care more
on their
about
wife that's such a good girl, and
Agreed.
they put in this pedestal, but they go cheat on
Right.
bitches.
But because
Like
because
us.
because men care more about body counts than women do. That's
'Cause
part of
women-
that's part of the reason.
because
It's not
women
to
are
excuse
property.
it, huh?
Because women are
about
property.
that.
I'm not saying
Like
that.
biologically
I'm not saying
ingrained in us,
that.
but it's true.
No, my point
You're
is
disrespecting your good girl wife by cheating with girls that have body counts, or whatever you want to say.
No, because she
that's
has a last name.
So to an extent, she is correct about, you are like, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, you probably shouldn't be cheating as a man. It's not gonna, like, there is sexual self-control and stuff like that you should be, practicing as a man. But nobody's perfect. And, in this world where we're just thrown sex is like thrown in the face of men like 24/7, 365. And these girls hypersexualize themselves. And like, dude, when you're a high value guy, bro, these just throw themselves at you, bro. These girls have no qualms about doing whatever they can to get you. All right. And so, the thing here is with with what she's saying, though, she is right to an extent. But at the end of the day, what Myron says is further true, because the big W for women is getting that last name and getting those babies in her. That's the truth.
And not biological.
them.
Yeah, you're
It's
throwing a
different.
hypothetical in there that I wasn't including. But my point is the point I wanted to make is
the facts. So that's really their
often
cheating.
people make this
They are
point.
cheating.
They're like, men care more
With
about body
girls,
count
like,
because
high, whatever.
Steph,
body count.
Steph,
Do I
please.
got my tits out to talk?
Steph, listen. 1 second.
What? I got titties, bro. They're not-
Marilyn, just give me a second, Marilyn.
Keep
Okay.
them in the bag.
Listen, so the thing is, what the point that you're trying to make is, my point is, in every society throughout history, men have cared more about body counts than women. And the reason why is not because of some insecurity that men have, that for some reason the men that you talk to don't have it. It is because throughout history, we have the burden of paternity uncertainty and women do not. When the baby comes out of you, you always know it's yours, and we don't always know it's ours. And so because of that, that's why the majority of men are going to care more about the number of men you've been with than the number of men that the number of women we've been with. Because in this situation, one of the things that happens is the likelihood, and there's studies that show this, if you've been with more men before you were married, the likelihood of you cheating on me is higher. And then my paternity uncertainty is now
Never
you're going to make
cheated.
huh?
I've never cheated.
You've never cheated. Okay.
Stop the cap.
I've never cheated.
That's fine. But do you understand what you're saying? Like what I'm saying is
I know what you're saying.
often what the argument we'll get back is these men shouldn't care that I have sex with multiple other partners on OnlyFans and sell it. And the reason why they care is because they're insecure. There's nothing insecure about a man not wanting you to have videos of you having sex with another man. That's not insecure. Now, some men may make the plunge and make the decision to go ahead and date you, Steph. I have no doubt whatsoever. You have a huge fucking profile. I have no doubt. Can't wait to meet the guy that you end up with. But the point is, you do understand you're lessening the pool significantly, like 2 orders of magnitude. There's a significant lower probability of you meeting a normal guy who's going to be fine with your past. Does that make sense?
I understand that. I agree.
Okay.
But they're there.
So what's the argument?
That's why you have to live in high value areas, people.
So my thing is saying basically what is really a high value woman, like someone that just listens, submits, and all that, to be into a man that's a high value man.
My name.
So again, see, instead of like dogpiling on her and talking shit, and give some clarity to the situation. See, she's asking how to be a high value woman because she wants a husband, she wants children, she wants a family. She has all the success in the world, and she is being smart enough and humble enough to say, "What is a high value woman?" I'm going to rewind it here a little bit. Let's listen. Keep them in the bag.
Listen, so the thing is, what the point that you're trying to make is, my point is, in every society throughout history, men have cared more about body counts than women. And the reason why is not because of some insecurity that men have, that for some reason the men that you talk to don't have it. It is because throughout history, we have the burden of paternity uncertainty and women do not. So then married, the likelihood.
I've never cheated.
You've never cheated. Okay.
Stop the cap.
Okay.
I've never cheated.
That's fine. But do you understand what you're saying? Like what I'm saying is often what the argument we'll get back is these men shouldn't care that I have sex with multiple other partners on OnlyFans and sell it. And the reason why they care is because they're insecure. There's nothing insecure about a man not wanting you to have videos of you having sex with another man. That's not insecure. Now, some men may make the plunge and make the decision to go ahead and date you. Stuff I have no doubt whatsoever. You have a huge fucking profile. I have no doubt. Can't wait to meet the guy that you end up with. But the point is, you do understand you're lessening the pool significantly, like 2 orders of magnitude. There's a significant lower probability of you meeting a normal guy who's going to be fine with your past. Does that make sense?
I understand that. I agree.
Okay.
But they're there.
So what's the argument?
That's why you have to live in high value areas, people.
So my thing is saying basically what is really a high value woman, like someone that just listens, submits, and all that, to be into a man that's a high value man.
Manipulate.
I mean, they tend to have certain characteristics, but a
What
high
are
value
those
woman.
characteristics?
Okay.
I want to know.
Well,
He's already said it like a bunch
He
of
said
times.
But I feel like I agree to them that I'm that.
Can
and
I,
a bunch of
can I
girls
like
here are
redirect
those
here a
too.
little bit? Because I wanted to, you did not get your question answered.
I'm so
I don't think so
sorry.
anyways.
I did
Simply
my
because
job.
like when you were asking like what is like you were like questioning why it is that guy you're surprised anyways by the fact that guys don't really care so much about what you do or how much money you make or anything. It's not that that's not icing on the cake, but that's not the primary reason that guys are attracted to you. So a high value guy or for whatever definition that ends up being will be just as happy with a girl who's the sandwich artist at Subway as she is with a girl who makes, $500,000 a year, as long as she passes the boner test, as long as she is attractive, as long as she has those feminine qualities. The problem that I think that women, when they get into like education or they get their bag or they get their money or they got their business on point, or I don't know what you're doing for a living right now or what you do. I know your soon to be husband, I guess, is going to be an anesthesiologist, but the fact that you're not an anesthesiologist doesn't even factor into any of that. It's just like, is this person somebody who's a good compliment to me in the feminine? So what I think we're teaching women today is that the things that make you more masculine, which is I got to get the bag, I have to basically be the man that I want to marry because I don't know if I'm ever going to find that guy because we live in uncertain times and nobody can trust these guys. And right now you're betting on the guy that you're with even. So he doesn't make as much money as you, but you're investing in him. But you're wondering why these guys don't find the fact that you have an education, you have money, you have done all these things to sort of ensure your long-term security. You don't understand why that's not as attractive as, say, more feminine qualities. Is because those qualities that you find attractive in a guy are not the qualities that the guy is going to find attractive in you. So it doesn't matter how much money you make, how educated you are. It's not that that's not important. It's just that that's not a factor in attraction from that guy to you. So again, can a guy who has all that education and all the things that you would expect of yourself to be a high value woman, can a guy who has all of that be just as happy with a girl who's a barista? Yes.
Yeah.
I think if to make it even more hit the nail on the head, let's say the roles reversed.
Mhm.
You were studying to be an anesthesiologist,
I went on a date with a cute barista recently, and I can confirm.
and he had the job making $70K per year. Let's say you decided, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to stay at home. He wouldn't break up with you. But if
He
he
wouldn't
said, I
consider
want
it.
to stay home and I don't want to work, you would definitely break up with him.
Mhm.
That's the difference. Men have to perform. Women don't have to. That's why men don't care about a woman's ability to earn money or her title.
I think
And that's
there's
why I have value women.
there's this balance. Like it's like what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? It's
not
like
the same.
it's not the same. We'd like it to like I think women would like it to be the same, so that when women get to be say like 35, 36 years old, and they go, "Where's my man? Look at me. I've got all this accomplishments." That would make a man very attractive, but it doesn't make a woman very attractive because you've invested in more masculine traits as opposed to getting in touch with your feminine traits. And that's the problem that I run into when women say, Rollo, where's my man? I'm 35, 36 years old. I've got my business on point. I've got this on point. I've been to school. I've got everything. How come I'm not at the top of my game right now? It's because you've turned yourself into the man that you want to marry. The guys who would want to get with you, who have something that you would consider equal to you, they're not looking for you. They're looking for the 24-year-old or the 23-year-old because she has less, she has less baggage, I guess, from that in that respect. So when I'm asked this, they'll say, so what do I have to do? And I will say, get in touch with your feminine, find some way to sort of emphasize those feminine traits. And that sounds like dumbing yourself down because you spent pretty much most of your life trying to build your accomplishments that you find valuable, but they're not attraction traits for a guy.